So maybe should I do a countdown to start? Yeah. So 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, and honored delegates. It is my pleasure to, as the Vice Chairman and on behalf of the Suriname and Guyana Chamber of Commerce, to be here today to launch the International Business Conference, Suriname 2025. The theme will be Unlocking the Potential of Suriname, a path towards growth and prosperity. The IBC will commence a series of productive dialogues and collaborations aimed to strengthen the business ties and the bilateral trade, cross-border trade. It will also highlight the economic growth between Suriname and Guyana and beyond. Allow me to recognize and extend a special welcome to the esteemed members of our audience. We have our privileged guests here. We are privileged to have some of our esteemed guests here with us today. His Excellency Ambassador Virginan Dipu, Ambassador of Guyana to Suriname. We have Ms. Karishma Mathura, Director of Entrepreneurship. We have Mr. Alakram Singh, the CEO of CITA. Mr. Prashant is also present. Mr. Prashant is the Director of Foreign Investment and Promotion for CITA, right here next to me. Mr. Rahul Lildar, CEO of the Suriname and Guyana Chamber of Commerce. Members of the media, we have CDS, Government Communication Authority. We have ABC, and we have ATV. So your presence all here is important. It really reinforces our shared commitment to fostering an environment of entrepreneurship, partnership, and collaboration amongst the two nations and the region, for that matter. So we greatly appreciate your continued support and vision. And as we launch this conference, we envision this to be a vital platform to showcase the opportunities in our region, in both of our countries, and to foster this international collaboration. We have structured the conference around key areas of potential and have brought together industry experts. We have brought together government agencies, government officials, business leaders from various sectors and industries to engage in these impactful discussions. I would like to urge all businesses in Suriname and in Guyana and international especially to attend. Come and look, come and have these discussions. really look at who will be there, the attendees, the businesses, the organizations, the authorities that you as a business might need or have to be in contact with, because it is going to be key in starting this discussion and highlighting and addressing the challenges that we are facing, because we are seeing enormous potential and enormous opportunity. But if we don't really actively seek those solutions together, then we cannot make this a wholesome approach. So take this opportunity to attend the IBC, whether it is a business that is already active in Suriname or in Guyana, or a business that is thinking of, or a business that has tried it before and has failed for whatever reason. This can be a platform to address these things. This can be a platform to seek to widen your network, to seek other solutions, because together we have a bigger market. And if we are serious about that, then you have to take these opportunities. We believe that through this collective approach, we can address these challenges and seize these opportunities much better. I would like to give my word to our CEO of the Chamber, because the Suriname and Guyana Chamber of Commerce is the co-host of the IBC, and he will have a few words.
So standing on all of the protocols established by our MC and the Vice Chair for the SGCC, I'm here to present to you the International Business Conference Suriname's edition, hosted under the theme Unlocking the Potential of Suriname, a Path Towards Growth and Prosperity. Now, as the CEO for the Chamber, when we first launched just last year and growing so large to over 100 approved members, we really wanted to know what the members of the Chamber want and how can we deliver value to them. We've piggybacked on almost every conference between Suriname and Guyana, and we figured out that the members of the Chamber actually prefer this type of connection. They want to meet businesses, they want to be able to interact cross-border. And we decided to come up with the IBC because it's that one place and it's that one structure that we have full control over. Full control over the time, full control over the schedule, full control over the speakers, and continuously keep delivering value to the members of the SGCC. And it's on that precipice that we decided to co-host the Suriname edition of the conference. We're very much grateful for the support of both governments from Suriname and Guyana via their respective trade agencies, the Suriname Investment and Trade Agency for Suriname, and the Guyana Office for Investment. Just to give you a conference overview, the conference is going to be hosted at the Asuria Event Center, February 4th to 6th. Think about 3 days of business content continuously delivered to 14 different sectors for all of the members, 15 conference sessions, 100 speakers, over 500 delegates, and thousands of business opportunities. Standing on the objectives of the IBC that was recently concluded in Guyana, the objectives remain the same: to boost regional business efficiency within the region, encouraging international investments here in Suriname and beyond, to showcase industry-leading practices and innovation, to forge a lot of strategic partnerships across key sectors of the economy, and to support all sectors in capitalizing on Suriname's newfound growth momentum. Talk about the audience that is expected at the IBC. We want to target a lot of the local businesses from Suriname and Guyana medium to large scale businesses. Oftentimes, you'll find that there is a mismatch at conferences that we have attended. So you'll find a really large company interacting with a really small company, and nothing really comes out of it. The conference really targets these companies that are able to make it the investment and are able to carry through with the conversation as well. So we want, as a KPI, to ensure that business deals actually get done at the conference. It also targets a lot of the foreign enterprises with operations in both countries, a lot of international companies that are seeking investment opportunities and partnerships, and policymakers, industry leaders, and investment organizations. There are several benefits of attending the IBC. Beyond global exposure, investment opportunities, knowledge exchange, the event is actually very much so private sector led and industry focused. It has a lot of the informative sessions on financing, incentives, taxation, local content. It has a lot of the dedicated business matching and pre-booking for these B2B meetings that we so want to push. And it has professional support for joint venture via the Suriname Guyana Chamber of Commerce as well. The conference also provides the opportunity to forge a lot of international business partnerships. Now, in aligning your expectations, the conference has plenary sessions. So this is where you get the opportunity to hear from a lot of the industry experts, ministerial addresses. Just yesterday, we were wrapping up the first agenda meeting, and we were discussing who better to market Suriname than the government of Suriname. So think about a panel that's dedicated for just ministers to touch on their key areas and having an interactive Q&A session between international investors and local Surinamis as well, to ask the key questions and to seek guidance. A lot of B2B, a lot of networking events. We've seen how events are done in Suriname. So after that long day of conference, there is going to be networking events each night, industry panels as well, exhibition center, whereby sponsors have the ability to set up their shell schemes and their booths, and even the government agencies as well to provide the necessary information to guide their investments in Suriname. Of course, we want to showcase the cultures of both Suriname and Guyana at the conference as well. Now, the conference really touches on 14 different sectors, and you can see them on the screen, from financial services, government services, banking, technology, consulting, and you can see the rest as well. It's really to shift the focus away from energy per se, because you can have that supply chain mapped out, but it's really the other sectors as well that needs developing for the sustained growth. So think about the agro-processing, the manufacturing as well. These are just some of the international participation that we are expected to come at the conference, building on the success of the Guyana side as well. And just to give you an overview, for international delegates, especially if you're coming to Suriname for the first time, don't just come for the conference period. Come 2 days before, 2 days after, so you can really get to enjoy that Japanese food that we all that we all like. Get to go to your off-site meetings, go and see the manufacturing component, go and see the office spaces for the people that you're interacting with. It doesn't stop at the conference as well. Go and do your follow-up opportunities as well. The beauty of the conference is that it has an app. And this app, we have seen successes of it with over 1,000 business meetings planned at the Guyana edition, and we're expecting even more to be facilitated here. So you've asked and we've listened. So this conference is catered for more B2B and less panels. The B2B meetings can be booked via the app. You get to access the agenda via the app as well. You get to manage your individual schedules. It gives you information on all of the speakers, and it also provides you data on the delegates as well. So you get that background, and you get to scan and plan those meetings way ahead of the conference as well. To get access to the conference, you can secure your passes at the Suriname Business Conference.com. just to reiterate the date, February 4th to the 6th. But my advice, you need to come for that week. And it's going to be at the Astoria Event Center. And members of the Suriname Guyana Chamber of Commerce, they're actually entitled to a 50% discount of the standard rate. And this provides a lot of benefits, and one of the added benefits of actually becoming a chamber member as well. In terms of the partnership opportunities, we already have sponsors that are coming on board. We already launched this on the website actually. So if you're interested in becoming a sponsor or just as a delegate, you can start your registrations and get the necessary breakdowns for each sponsorship package. With that being said, see you at the business conference in Suriname, February 4th. Thank you. With that being said, I will hand the mic over to honorary member of the Suriname Guyana Chamber of Commerce and the ambassador of Guyana to Suriname, Ambassador Virginia.
Thank you, Raul. Members of the media, distinguished guests, representatives of agencies in Suriname, CETA, the Suriname Guyana Chamber of Commerce. It's an honor to be here with you today for the launch of the International Business Conference. Today, we gather as neighbors witnessing tremendous growth and new opportunities within our borders. Both Guyana and Suriname are emerging players in the oil and gas industry, with resources that have the potential to shape our economies, improve the lives of our citizens, and position us as key players on the global stage. However, as new entrants in this field, we're navigating uncharted waters. We can accelerate our growth, harness our strengths, and address our challenges by working together. We can collaborate in many different areas. We can collaborate in oil and gas, which we are, Guyana and Suriname, are currently speaking to each other about. There are high-level discussions on how we can monetize our gas together. One of the things that Raul mentioned, that it should not be, our development should never be really about oil and gas. We have to diversify our economies. And one of the areas that Guyana is focused on, and I know Suriname has great interest in this also, is in the area of agro-processing. We in Guyana, and I'm sure Suriname is thinking along the same way, that oil and gas will not last forever. We have to look at other opportunities. And one of those is the area of adding value to our agricultural products. We need to find new ways using technology in agriculture, but then add value to that so that we can become a leading exporter of these areas. And I know there is help from the international community in areas such as this. In terms of our gas resources, we can use it to diversify our economy by actually building an aluminum smelter in Suriname or Guyana. We have the bauxite resources here. But for generations, what we have done is we've exported that. And they've added value in other nations and then sent it back to us. It is time that we become the leaders and that we take the value from those things. As we explore these opportunities, it is essential to recognize the role that the private sector must play in driving this collaboration forward. While our governments can create conditions conducive to cross-border partnerships through favorable policies, infrastructure investment, and regulatory framework, The private sector's involvement will be the engine powering these initiatives. Businesses on both sides must be willing to take calculated risks, innovate, and pursue ventures that bring benefit not only to their shareholders, but also wider Guyanese and Surinamese communities. We must work together to remove trade barriers. By reducing trade barriers, we can facilitate the smoother flow of goods and services, opening new doors for our businesses, empowering our private sectors, and driving economic growth. This is crucial in our journey towards a seamless trade environment between Guyana and Suriname. I just want to quickly touch on an issue that has engaged the attention of both Guyanese and Surinamese, and that is the Quarantino River Bridge. When we talk about collaboration, we need to access each other's markets. And without a bridge, we make it much, much more difficult. It is imperative, and I urge all Surinamese to speak with your government that this is a transformational project. This connects our two countries physically. It opens up vast areas for investment and will transform both countries. Fostering regular direct contact to achieve these ambitious goals, we need more regular direct contact between our nations. Such engagement will foster a culture of collaboration and trust, essential for successful partnerships. Regular exchanges will help us to share insights, address challenges, and build resilient economies that benefit both nations. I encourage more trade missions, business-to-business meetings, and cross-border events to strengthen our connection. I must comment also on the environment. Well, while we are committed to enhancing business-to-business cooperation, we must do so in a way that respects our environment and the rich biodiversity that both our countries are fortunate to have. Responsible business practices are essential if we are to achieve sustainable development. We must work together to ensure that economic growth does not come at the expense of the natural beauty and ecological richness that are such valuable assets to our countries and to the world. Lastly, I'd like to commend the CETA and the Suriname Guyana Chamber of Commerce for coming together to bring to Suriname the International Business Conference, which I understand was tremendously successful in Guyana. This is just another opportunity to bring the business community together. And I want to wish the IBC success. I encourage everyone to come out, support it. The Embassy of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana will have a presence, and we, Raul and Ms. Ventura, we want to let you guys, all of you know, that we will be there to support you, to help you to make this a success, which I'm sure it will be. In closing, let me just say, there is so much that we can do together when we cooperate, and we just have to look for those opportunities to do it. This offers us, this International Business Conference offers us that opportunity. I urge you to come and take it. Congratulations. And I think I have to pass this over to you now. Do I get to keep these?
my call. Okay, careful. Okay, everything okay? Good afternoon, Ambassador. First of all, Ambassador Dipo, the CEO of SITA, Amar Anatram Singh, the Suriname Guyana Chamber of Commerce, and all other distinguished guests, media. It's a pleasure to be here with you to talk about entrepreneurship in Suriname and the valuable role foreign businesses can play in boosting our economy. Suriname, with its great cultural diversity and natural resources, and yeah, it's an honor to be invited to be part of this panel. We understand that entrepreneurship is vital for the economic growth and for partnerships as well. And we also take into consideration the possibilities that can grow from productive partnerships, such as job creation, driving innovation, and we are committed to fostering the growth of our ecosystem to support this. Our government, specifically the Ministry of Economic Affairs, Entrepreneurship and Technological Innovation, has put in several impactful initiatives in place that are already delivering results. The Search Project is a prime example where startups are empowered and operating companies are strengthened with funding, mentorship, market access, and sales growth plans. It's been exciting to watch local entrepreneurs scale up their businesses and push the boundaries of innovation. In this project, we've also encountered some entrepreneurs that are already doing great business with Guyana. There are companies where we have seen that their sales results are more than 80% the Guyanese market. So it is possible, and with the right support, facilitation, we can surely enhance that. We've also focused on making the Surinamese SME friendlier in the Surinamese business community. The Directorate of Entrepreneurship was created to support entrepreneurs and to ensure they have the resources that they need. Access to finance is key, for example. But we're not only focusing on the funds and the access to the funds, such as the SME fund, the agricultural fund, the production fund, but also offer the guidance and the hand-holding when it comes to accessing the funds. Because it can be quite challenging for entrepreneurs to go through the screening of the banks, which can be quite critical. So we offer that business support, that business assistance, where the entrepreneur really gets guidance and help in everything, all the documentations that they need to access funding possibilities such as banks, grants, etc. An important step in simplifying business processes has been the digitalization of our business licensing system. The launch was done last week, and from now on, your business license, your business permit can be requested online from anywhere in the world and can also be tracked online when it comes to the advisory that needs to be given, when it comes to the process, everything can be traced online. This transformation is designed to ensure efficiency, transparency, and seamless collaboration between various advisory organizations involved. This move represents our commitment to making it easier for businesses to operate and for entrepreneurs to focus on growth and not on red tape. We're also working on a secure transaction regime with a collateral registry to make financing more accessible. And with the support of partners like the Inter-American Development Bank, the IBC, and the National Development Bank, we're building a more robust financial ecosystem for entrepreneurs. What we're also doing is giving the support for business in CARICOM. with some projects that will enhance marketing, branding, packaging to be more desirable in CARICOM for export markets, such as Guyana, for example, but also the other CARICOM countries. So that is also where we have been putting our focus into collaborating, working together, and um, promoting exports. While these local efforts are vital, we also know that foreign businesses play an essential role. That's why we offer also our support in international business matchmaking, in organizing and supporting business expos and business seminars, locally as well as internationally. I think the ambassador has been our guest of honor at quite a few of these. Well, investing in collaboration in international business is just doesn't only bring capital, but it also brings expertise, innovation, and a connection to global markets. Collaborating with international partners pushes our local entrepreneurs to think bigger, innovate faster, and integrate global best practices. Foreign businesses contribute to a more competitive market, inspiring local businesses to rise to the challenge and grow. These partnerships also lead to knowledge sharing and valuable mentorship, strengthening our local content and creating jobs, solid supply chains, and broader economic benefits. I think our previous panelists have already spoken about the importance of collaboration, and personally, this is a personal opinion, I think that the speed at which we are not moving as fast as we want is because of the lack thereof. So with this step, we are making a step in the right decision to ensure more impact and more speed by collaborating. We have to collaborate more locally, which is already in place. As you can see, we are sitting beside each other, daily in contact, how to support entrepreneurs, but also collaborate more internationally. With the collaboration and strong communication, we will make the impact, we will make the financial and economic business growth that we are aiming to. As we look ahead, our vision for Suriname is clear. A place where local and foreign businesses collaborate, innovate, and grow together. We invite foreign partners to see Suriname not just as a place to invest, but as a partner for shared success. Together, we can build an economy driven by innovation, diversification, and inclusivity, benefiting everyone. Thank you.
Super.
Yeah, not clear. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, I would like to say welcome to my colleagues, the business community, the ambassador of Guyana and Suriname. My name is Amar Alakramsing. I'm the CEO of SITA. Actually, my colleagues has said everything that needed to be said. But I will add something on this because what the Surinamese people really have to know is the role of SITA. So SITA, the Suriname Investment and Trade Agency, is under the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs and International Business and International Cooperation. We are an agency as a tool for the business environment in Suriname and looking at the opportunities outside of Suriname. So as we talk about the experience outside of Suriname, we really like to give a bit experience about the IBC conference that we had in Guyana as SITA as a supporting role at the IBC conference. So these collaborations and the experience that we had was very new for us, especially looking at from the private sector. It has given us eye opener to actually see that business can really be done on other basis, another approach, another kind of approach that you will need to really experience as a business in Suriname. So CETA is actually the tool who is starting to get outside of Suriname for the business environment in Suriname, and also at the same moment to attract investments coming to Suriname and actually exploit the way business is being done in Suriname all these years. So we have a bit of experience, but the way of the approach that we will have now is a different kind of approach. The kind of approach that we want to actually introduce now is have a better collaboration between B2Bs, B2Cs, and actually have a better success with that. So looking at what CETA's role is in the government, it's more as a partner between the private sector and the foreign businesses, and to have a better liaison between both. So, for me, as I already have said, experienced the IBC conference in Guyana, I would really like to actually invite everybody in the business environment, the entrepreneurs, the SMEs, the MSMEs, just to come and have a bit of experience what is really happening around you. So that being said, I think we really have to know and see what we want to have in the future for Suriname. As the ambassador said, we mustn't look only at the oil and gas business. We also must look at the business environment around the oil and gas business. We call it the ecosystem around it. So yeah, I would really like to see you, everybody from Suriname, the business world, also outside of Suriname. Where can we reach? Where can we go? We really want to actually know what is really happening and how can we learn from the businesses outside of Suriname. So yeah, from CETA's point of view, we really need this for Suriname at this moment. We have to make the outreach. We have to do the aftercare for the investments who are already being done in Suriname. So I would really like to invite all the business people, business communities, everybody who is really eager to know about what is happening around us to come to this conference. Thank you.
So, good evening, everyone. I am happy that you are here with us today to launch the IBC Suriname. As we all seen, the theme for today is unlocking the potential of Suriname, a path towards growth and prosperity. As the speakers already told you, they motivate you, they encourage you to come and join the IBC for from the 4th of February till the 6th. We are very delighted to create opportunities from both sides, Suriname and Guyana, towards collaboration, working together, and looking at opportunities. So I just want to thank the speakers for having this beautiful and monumental moment to encourage all of you guests and the Surinamese people, international, national, to come and register for the IBC Suriname. Thank you once again and enjoy the day. So, from the media side, there were some questions. Yes, so if you guys have some question, is it, yeah, I think CDS has some questions. Would you prefer questioning? Yeah, individual? Is that good? Can I get your name?
Ushmani Thomas from Suriname.
Are you taking an interview?
one-on-one.
One-on-one. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. Let's. Okay. Okay. So I think we can. If you want to interview with me, can you please with that?
Yeah,
First? Okay, so I'm going to coordinate. Mr. Can you please? She wants to interview me. Sure.
So I am free.
For now. For now. Yeah. Please keep it short because then you know. Yeah. Okay. You can So het volgende Nederlands. Maar als jij ja. Ja. And you wanted to do with that, right?
Nice. How do you want to do it?
Okay.
Oh,